Cut down on car and travel costs. Travel isn't something you can avoid and buy later. When you've saved up, we all need to get around. But if you're clever about it, there are a lot of things you can do to save money. Cut the cost of driving. You can save money on almost every aspect of using a car, from insurance to the way you drive. Shop around for cheaper car insurance. Use price comparison sites when buying car insurance. This will help you to get the best deal possible, while still getting the level of insurance cover that you need. Bear in mind that a few insurers don't let their products appear on comparison sites, so check their prices separately. Cut the cost of fuel. Saving just 5p a litre on the price of petrol or diesel could save £100 a year for the average driver. Supermarkets will often give you a discount on their petrol pumps when you spend a minimum amount in store. Prices have varied by as much as 42p a litre for petrol across the UK. Find the cheapest fuel prices in your area at www.petrolprices.com or www.confused.com. The average household has a weekly income of £572.60 and spends nearly £80.80 of that on transport. Source: Office for National Statistics, 2019. Fuel economy. You can save a surprising amount of money by changing the way you drive. You can make your car go 10% further on a tank of fuel by changing a few simple habits. With a bit more effort and practice, you could even go as much as 33%, 1/3, further. That means that, if you usually get 600 miles on a tank of fuel, you could get 200 miles further before needing to fill up again. Driving to save fuel. Don't drive too fast. Drive in the right gear. Take the roof rack off. Don't over-rev the engine. Don't use air conditioning. Get the car serviced when it's due. Keep your tires at the right pressure. Don't drive around with heavy things in the boot. Block shift gears to brake, don't go to each gear individually. Don't stop and start aggressively, try to smooth out your acceleration and braking. Read more tips on saving fuel on the www.moneysavingexpert.com. Car sharing. If you commute by car, consider sharing your journey and the cost with others on the same route. It's simple if you can find workmates who live close to you. Some organizations and businesses can even arrange car sharing for their employees. If you share the school run with other parents nearby, you could look at setting up an informal rota. Make sure you always confirm the time, date, and price of your car share journey before the actual journey takes place. And, if you're the person driving, you should check with your insurance company that you're covered to carry passengers, and that your vehicle is insured for the number of passengers you will be taking. This is especially important if you have a vehicle with more than 5 seats. There are also online services that will help match your journey with others. Remember though, your safety is the most important part of a car share arrangement. Find people to car share with on the www.liftshare.com. If you drive less than 6,000 miles a year, joining a car club could save you over £3,000 compared to running your car. Source: Car Plus, Zipcar and City Car Club. Car clubs. Car clubs let you hire a car by the hour or by the day. They have cars in special parking spaces around cities, so there's likely to be one near you. You open the car with a special membership card or with a phone app, so it's much more flexible than having to visit a rental office during working hours. You pay a joining fee and then pay for usage and fuel, so if you only want a car occasionally, it can be a cheap alternative to owning your car. You can save money on repairs, insurance, parking costs, breakdown cover, regular servicing, vehicle excise duty, commonly known as car tax or road tax. Some car clubs to consider looking at are www.co-wheels.org.uk, www.zipcar.com, www.enterprisecarclub.co.uk, and in London www.ubico.com. Public transport. Public transport is cheaper than driving, but even so, there are ways to save significant amounts of money, mainly by planning. Saving on train tickets. Get a rail card. You get a third off on many routes, so you might save £20 on a ticket that would have cost £60. You'll often find that the cost of a railcard pays for itself over 1 or 2 long trips. You can apply for a www.railcard.co.uk. Get a season ticket if you travel regularly. Always check for advance tickets. Some cheap advance tickets might still be available the day before you travel. Buy advance tickets. You can usually buy a ticket for up to 3 months before you need to travel, and it's often cheaper. Look out for special offers, discounts, and deals. Look for cheap travel deals on http://www.moneysavingexpert.com. Split your ticket. For longer journeys, it's sometimes cheaper to buy several tickets for different segments of the journey. But remember, you must stop at each of the stations on your tickets. Use contactless to pay as you go or get an Oyster card if you travel in London. You can use both on the tube, on buses, and most local overground trains, and it's cheaper than buying paper tickets. For example, a short tube journey in central London will cost you £4.90 in cash but just £2.40 on an Oyster card or using contactless payments. Find out about Oyster cards on the www.tfl.gov.uk/fares. Think about going by coach instead. It usually takes longer, but if you have time then going by coach is often cheaper than making the same journey by train. Go by bike. Traveling by bike is almost free, plus, it keeps you fit. If you don't have a bike and are thinking about getting one to commute with, then you might be able to benefit from a tax-free bike through the Cycle to Work scheme. Find out more about the cycle at www.cyclescheme.co.uk.